Welcome. I'm happy to be back with you this week. And this week, of course, I'm going to bring you something on self-help. That's because I believe that a lot is being said about being positive. Be positive. Be positive. And everybody says it. I mean, everybody across the world says it now. Be positive. But there's one sauce, there's one secret ingredient that I have to being positive that I'd like to share with you today. But for that, I have to take you back in time. And I'm going to actually rewind, like they go into black and white movie. Yeah, so it's a rewind that I'm going to do to actually figure out where this all started. It was the late 1990s. Okay, I was solid, I had a good job, I had a home, I was comfortable, and I was actually looking towards retirement. That's where I was going. But was I happy? Not really. And it started to grow on me. I started to become negative. Will I be able to do that? Anything that I would say, I would say no to. My boss would ask me, can you do this? I'd say no. I was thinking, is this all the money I'm ever going to make in my life? Am I ever going to become rich, or in inverted commas? Am I ever going to be successful? I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. All of those feelings grew within me, basis the thoughts that were in my mind. And I actually was going in a downward spiral. And a lot of you, I think, have been through this. Going in a downward spiral. I was beginning to feel, it's not working. None of it is working. Until one fine day, I caught myself and I held myself down and I said, I need to do something about it. So what did I do? Okay, I read about 100 books. From Dale Carnegie to the Walshes to self-help, everything. I actually, at that point in time, there wasn't so much of the internet, but there was the internet. So I picked up a lot of research journals. I actually had about that much a pile in my room. And then I said, okay, all of them said one thing. You need to be positive in order to achieve something. You need to be positive towards and focus towards your goal. But you cannot get focus if you're not positive. And to get positive, you need to be at it. And beyond a point, you tend to lose it. And that's where I started to actually journal what I was doing on a daily basis. And when I started to journal that and started to write about it, I came up with my own sauce. And today I'm actually going to tell you about the science of thoughts. How do thoughts happen? What is the basis of thoughts? How do they work? They work something like this, that all thought has a mother and a father. The mother of all thought is belief, and the father of all thought is information. Basis the information that we have, we build our beliefs. But not all beliefs get built like that. So let me tell you exactly how this happens. I'm going to take you through a grid. And this grid will actually take you to your destiny in the end. That's an interesting bit.
Think of your destiny as a large fruit-bearing tree. The roots are our beliefs. Nourishment in the form of knowledge comes from the earth around us. This gives rise to thoughts. The thoughts give rise to feelings about those thoughts that travel up the trunk of the tree. The accumulation of feelings lead to an attitude around that thought, the branches. Based on this attitude, we take action, which is the foliage. The same action, when repeated regularly, becomes a habit, like the fruit on a tree. The accumulation of the same habit over time becomes our personality. Action forms habit, habit forms destiny.
Okay, so we've understood that how we think actually shapes our destiny in the end. And it is a progression. But, in order to take this forward, I have to take you back to the very beginning. The basis of it all, the belief and information. Now what happens with us when we're kids, when we're toddlers, when we're just born? We start to imbibe information in us. We start to build beliefs. Like my mother tells me that, people who do business are robbers, or that money is a bad thing to have, or that, you should actually have a set job and it should be pensionable so that you get money and you can retire and lead a happy life. Those were beliefs that were instilled in me. I came from a government servant family. My dad was in the government, my mom was in the army, and so all these thoughts were thoughts that were already implanted in my mind. So when I went out into the work field, that's exactly what happened until I broke that belief. And how do you break beliefs? It's very important because these beliefs will keep coming back to you. They're things that your parents, for instance, have told you for years. That, oh, you're just lazy. It happens. We're all told that. And then you start to believe that you're actually lazy. And that becomes the stumbling block in anything that you have to do beyond that. You believe that you're lazy, so you can't do it. So there's no positive thought that works after that. So what do you do? For instance, I was always told that, I should actually go into a retirement job, and I don't have the ability to make money, or I don't have the ability to find a new job for myself. And that is when I actually decided to put something in place. How do you change a belief? You change a belief by superimposing it with new information, so that slowly your brain starts to believe in the new thing. But your brain will never believe unless, and here's my secret sauce, it will never believe until you feed it belief. And belief comes with knowledge. And knowledge is what you need to give it in order to change it. This is the important sauce that very few people actually talk about. The sauce of knowledge. So suppose I wanted to change a job, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. That's the example that I gave you. I actually, to change my belief that I was going to retire on the job that I took in my early years, I actually put in place a brand new course in television so that I could go from a sales job to a television job, which of course I was very successful at. But I actually worked on a brand new course in the 90s, and I was already earning a lot of money, and from there I went to a job that actually paid me just 3,000 rupees a month in television. But then I had belief, and my belief was based on the knowledge that I had gained and the skill set. And you need to know yourself for that. It's very important that you build your skills, you build your beliefs, you build on your knowledge based on who you are. So you have to take a reality check of yourself, one, and you have to actually build on those beliefs that are already within you. And if you need to change some beliefs, you actually do that with knowledge. That is the only way. There isn't another way. So what happens here is, right? Let's pull up this chart again that we had. Yeah. So we're talking about the belief and the information being the mother and father, and after that comes, so you have a thought. Yeah, that comes from the belief and the information. So when your thought comes out, what happens to it? You have a feeling about that thought, right? And then the feeling leads to an attitude. And then the attitude leads to an action. So either based on the attitude, you will either take action on it or not take action on it. But if you have enough information, if you have the knowledge, your belief is right, you will take the right action. And that finally, my friend, will change your destiny. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you love this video like you love all of them. Oh my god, yeah, and I'll come back to you next week with another video. Till then, it's bye from me, and don't forget, you know what you have to do. You have to like and subscribe and do all the nice things so that I can get you videos every single week. And yes, I'm successful at it, but you have to build the belief in yourself that you actually want to subscribe and like and get the bell icon so that you will get all the brand new videos that I'm making. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Have a safe weekend and a safe week ahead, and I'll see you next Thursday, same time, same place. Till then, Denzel says bye.